This is Dabu7. We have reports of another massive fireball that has exploded, this time over the Atlantic Ocean. This happened apparently here in February, and NASA's just now starting to leak out all the information because apparently no one witnessed this. It was out, like I said, in the middle of nowhere over the Atlantic Ocean, but the force that this fireball had was pretty massive. They're saying that it had enough energy that made it equivalent to the first atomic weapon that we used in Hiroshima. That's 13,000 tons of TNT that this was equivalent to that just exploded over the Atlantic Ocean. And NASA said not a damn word about it until here recently when all this information started to leak out. Now, a lot of people remember the Chelyabinsk object that came down over Russia. It came from the direction of the sun. They were watching Apophis go by, and then all of a sudden this massive fireball comes screaming in from the direction of the sun, and they say that that's the reason why they could not see it. Well, there's a lot of objects out there, those that they are tracking and others that they are not tracking, and this one, apparently, they didn't know about. They didn't see coming in, and if they did, they didn't give no damn warning. They're saying that it came in and exploded roughly 620 miles off the coast of Brazil. So, the one in Chelyabinsk, they're saying had about 40 times more potency or energy in it. It had the equivalent of around 500,000 tons of TNT. Well, this most recent one was 13,000, like I said. But at 13,000, that's enough energy that you saw in Hiroshima. If that was to impact the ground at ground level in a city, it would decimate things. Now, there wasn't an impact of that nature, an explosive impact on the ground with the Chelyabinsk object. It basically exploded in the atmosphere, shattered windows, car alarms, and it did end up impacting, I believe they found some pieces in a lake. But that initial Earth impact hitting the ground, wasn't life-changing like it would have been for, say, the dinosaurs or whatever they say, to an extinction-level event. It can cause some damage, though. One of these things comes down like over Miami, it's going to cause some damage. But you can't stop it. If you're going to get hit by a fireball or a meteorite and it takes you out, it was just meant to be. There's nothing you're going to be able to do to stop it. In matter of fact, the very first recorded case of someone being hit by a meteorite and being killed just took place. I believe it was India. I did a report on it here in the past couple weeks. A very strange-looking meteorite at that. So it has happened. And it's happened here within this past year. And now we have more fireballs raining down out of the skies. And luckily, this most recent one came down over the ocean. But would love to have seen some video footage of this, some pictures, some more evidence, because they distort things so much. What we do know at this point is that something did happen, massive explosion over the Atlantic Ocean. They're saying that it was this incoming fireball. I seen a report here earlier saying that there was some 3,000 fireballs reported just in this past month alone. And if you look here, March 5th, you'll see at 0.044 LD, this 30-meter object is going to be making its way on a close approach, very close to Earth. And for those that are not understanding the distance here, LD is lunar distance. That's the distance from Earth to the moon. So that's 1 LD. So it shows how close this object is going to come. And just a heads up for it, especially when they're raining down out of nowhere here and we're not being told till way after the fact. I'll leave links. It's been Dabu7. Eyes to the skies.